Hi everyone, coming to you guys on the next quick reading on Chris Brown. Um, guys, we tried to warn him. We tried to warn him, and back in my January video, when he bring that $500 million lawsuit against the label, we told him that he have to be ready because these people are not going to sit down and just let him just come through like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're gonna fight back. They're gonna fight nasty. And I told you guys straight up, they're gonna do him like how when they did file with the Ciroc people and stuff, and we told you guys way in advance before everybody figure out what was the problem, that why they keep coming at him like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm seeing a similar playbook, and we told you guys back in our January video. You guys hear the clip. Yeah, so I'm glad that he's fighting back on different things. Yeah, but he's going up against some big giants, with this lawsuit and things like that. And can he win? Yes, he could win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we're not gonna give nobody no free game in the public. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he could win, but he have to do certain things. And I've been consistent over the years, and I told you guys straight up, when I look at Chris Brown, he still have that monkey on his back. Yeah, until he remove that monkey on his back and do certain things, he can win this case. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he can win. You know what I'm saying? Yes, but these people are not going to sit down on him and just feel like, I'm saying, they'll just hand him money like that. Yeah, they're gonna put up a fight. Yeah. So he have to be careful, as I told you guys straight up. And I'm saying, yeah. But when we told him, I said that they're gonna now, because he filed this big lawsuit, they're gonna try to do like what they do Diddy in the beginning. When he filed against the Ciroc people and stuff. And we told you guys, I see that you will see that they will push back. With Chris Brown. So he have to be ready. He have to carry himself a certain way. He have to be very smart. We're not going to give anybody any ideas. We're not going to give certain stuff to tell him what to do, to have his enemies prepared. You know what I'm saying? Yes, because a lot of times we black folks, we talk too much. I told you have to be ready. This is a psychological and spiritual warfare game that is playing against him. This incident happened since in 2023. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and they know the certain forces know what was going to take place. They know he was coming, and it's all to break him and to mess with him, mess with his pockets and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how they start. They always start. They try to mess with your money, your funds and stuff. And I'm saying tie you up in the court system, embarrass you, humiliate you, and things like that. And I'm saying, yeah. So we're not here to pick up for him. We're just telling you guys, because one thing with us, we come here to show off our skills. So by the time when this video drop, hopefully, I'm saying, that you see that singer Chris Brown is to reapply for bail in his court, I'm saying, on Wednesday in the UK, So hopefully by the time this video drop, hopefully he get bail. I'm saying, yeah, because if they keep him, if they happen to keep him, because certain forces I'm seeing behind the scenes don't, trying to break him, yeah, they're messing with him. This is all orchestrated behind the scenes, I'm saying. And we try to warn you guys that whenever you're going up against, big multi-billion-dollar companies and stuff like that, you have to move a certain way. You have to move a certain way. You have to do certain things. You have to watch every single move. This is not just like back in the day, feel like you're going to file lawsuits and like that, and feel like people is not going to come for you and feel like they're going to sit down. No, they're going to fight back too. Saying, yeah, nobody trying to pay out no money. So, and I told you guys that this is going to be a serious fight for him. So I'm seeing so much things that is going to affect him. I'm saying, yeah. So knowing how it is, you just had your birthday. I'm saying, yeah, you just had your birthday and stuff. Because he's a Taurus. And then you end up, boom, you're thinking, well, you're going to have fun, you're going to go on your tour, you think it's going to run good, and then boom, everything at a standstill, Yeah, you have to be careful, and people have to understand, you have to choose your battles, I always tell people that. Fight battles that you know that you can win. What I'm saying? Yeah, and I said it in my previous video. He can win this battle, but I do not know if you have it in him, and I'm saying, to really win, because you already done show that, he didn't see them coming. And I try to tell you guys straight up, when you're in a certain level in life, you're supposed to have the best spiritual team behind you to see a blind spot. So when something like this is going to pop up, yeah, people could give you a heads up so you know how to move. That's why some people are very successful in life, and some people are just moving around by guess. They're not connecting to God. They're not doing certain things. They're just getting up. They're just doing certain things and thinking things is a joke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we in 2025. Times are different now. We in a whole different world, different ballgame. America is not going to be the same. A lot of things are going to happen in this country, and a lot of people are not paying attention. We one of the first set of people been highlighting a lot of stuff, but people are not paying attention. So, it's going to be sad, and a lot of us have to make certain adjustments. And for Mr. Brown, I see that, I'm saying, his enemies are coming for him. Yeah, his enemies are coming for him. He have to be ready, and he have to be prepared to fight fire with fire. I'm saying, I do not know if he have the right team around him to really fight back. I'm saying, sometimes people could, chain you up sometimes and tell you, yes, you could file lawsuits, you want to file, but sometimes you doesn't know what you're getting yourself into. When you're going up against these types of forces, and people who have deeper pockets than you, unlimited deep pockets, they can reach you any part of the world. I'm saying? Yes, they can touch you, I'm saying, any part of the world. I'm saying? Yes, because certain people in certain countries have certain influence, and you might just be passing through, and they can mess with you. I'm saying? Yeah, the same thing with Nicki Minaj. When we won Nicki Minaj on a tour and stuff like that, you see what happened with Nicki Minaj. You see, same situation also too. Certain people can reach you whenever you really want. I'm saying? Yeah. And then some people might be guessing in the comments and might be saying, oh, just no, I'm not here to guess and to give anybody no heads up, because a lot of people here do not know what's going on. They don't even see, they don't understand. Everybody just be throwing out stuff to see what stick. No, you have to be able to see what's coming, ahead for your client and for the people around you. I'm saying? Yeah, that is why, anybody watching this, anybody on the fence, you're going to the spiritualfixer.com. You want to know what's ahead, what's coming. A lot of you guys here are clients, and I'm saying, you guys been following me over the years. You know how we operate over here. How much times I tried warn you guys about certain things way in advance, and I'm saying, where I see where a couple of you guys is going to get set up, and you guys didn't believe me when I tell you, and boom, it happened, and look, you run back quick. That's how we are. We don't believe each other. We don't trust each other. We trust anything that don't look like us. I'm saying? Yeah. So it's sad, but it's just the honest truth. I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I don't waste my time and energy, going above and beyond for our own people sometimes, because some of us are ungrateful. I'm saying? Yeah. So when coming to Mr. Brown, he have a lot of stuff coming on the pipeline. As I say, he have to fight, he have to pray, he have to clean up himself. He had to get that monkey off his back, and that monkey been on his back for years. And I'm saying, yeah. So they're not gonna stop. I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm seeing that he have to be careful. And yeah, certain forces, they're coming out to try to destroy him. In many different ways. Yeah, he do not understand the magnitude of what it is, what we are seeing over here for him, that he don't understand what it is coming down the pipeline for him. You don't have a clue yet. This is just a tip of the iceberg. I'm saying? Yeah, so, some people might be saying, oh, this and that, but they're not looking at what it is behind the scenes. I'm saying? Yeah, the powerful hands that are behind the scenes that can stop you, they can mess with your money, they can do all this kind of stuff. Yeah, there's psychological warfare and spiritual warfare at the same time. And he just think that, he could just do stuff. No, so we know this was coming down the pipeline. So I wasn't surprised when this happened. And the way how they're doing it, and these people have, they are very powerful. I'm saying? Yeah, they can stall you, they can do all kind of stuff to you. They're just a tip of the iceberg. I'm saying? Yeah, so now, now he in the big leagues now. I'm saying? Yeah. So this is our next advance warning that we try to tell him in advance. And I'm saying, we always been warning every single body, whether it's PDD, whether it's Jay-Z, whether it's Jonathan Majors, whether it's Jamie Foxx, a lot of people, we told everybody when advances what's going to happen, whether it's James Harden, whether it's everyone. And I'm saying, yeah, so, this is what we're here for, whether it's Lewis Hamilton, whether it's in tennis, whether it's in sports, we love our people, we want to see our people win. One thing with us over here, we don't hate at no one. I want to see my people win, and in spite of whatever it is, and I'm saying, yeah, so, and it's a sad situation, and I'm saying, yeah, and we're not here to pick up for no one. We just want to show you guys that, we try to warn Mr. Brown, and I'm saying, yeah, it's a sad situation, and I hope by 10 minutes video drop, I hope he get bail. I'm saying, yeah, so, so sending prayers and positive energy for him, but this fight is not over yet, and I'm saying, yeah, so he have to be ready, he have to be equipped, he have to be spiritually ready, he have to be spiritually equipped for what is coming ahead for him. And I told you guys, I see someone is going to make a baby for him in the near future, someone that he's going to get close to that will end up making a baby for me in the near future, so see a lot of stuff, and I'm saying, yeah, and this right now, it kind of break him, it kind of mess with him psychologically. And you know how Taurus is, they could be in the head a lot, very rigid, very stubborn. So we send him prayers, healing energy for him. At the end of the day, he's a human being, I'm saying, very talented young man, he has a bright future ahead still, but his enemies are coming for him, and we wish him all the best, So another advancce warning over here. And anyone wants to know anything that is coming down the pipeline with you in your personal life, go to the website, thespiritualfixer.com. That's it. So that's all we could do. Pray for him. We wish for the best. Hope that he get bail. Hope that he can salvage his tour coming up and things like that. But this was bigger than Chris Brown. I'm saying, yeah, this is just a send a message. I'm saying, yeah. All right. So take care, guys. And we try to warn him, when you find them big lawsuits, you gotta know, you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. And I'm saying, yeah, he does think this. No, it don't work like that, See what happened to Diddy? We warned Chris Brown, and it starts already. All right. So we just want to tell you guys, stay blessed. Bye. No request videos.